Yo, so new video today. It's not an analysis, as I said. This is a video I want to make to really express to you guys my feelings, what the future holds for me, and I wanted to be really honest. Matt Sheldon did a similar video to this a while ago, and he was basically completely honest with everybody. He sat down and acted as if he was speaking with you one-on-one, which is exactly what I want to do. I think it's important for us to have this connection where I'm honest with you guys like I am throughout the vlogs, and to really just express myself. So I've got a few points here that I want to get into, and I want to touch on each of them. So yeah, let's do it. Having a plan B in life, I feel like this is something that we're all told to have. Maybe by our parents, maybe by our school teachers, not to go all in on something. And look, everyone has their different opinions. Some people have plan A, B, C, D, and E. For me, I have a plan A and a plan B. It just so happens that they merge with each other into one sort of plan A. My plan A in life, what I really want to do is play professional football for a living. I want to be able to play football and it to be my full-time job. Now that's my passion. That's something I've always wanted to do. I've wanted it for the last 15 years and that passion isn't going to die. Now my plan B is having this YouTube channel, and it's so cool that they work into one sort of plan. Now some of you guys say in the comments, Sheldon, it's time that you find a plan B. It might be time that you give up. At the end of the day, you can leave whatever comment you want. The fact is, this is something that I'm going to find a way to do. Sure, right now I may or may not be up to the standard of professional football, but that doesn't mean I'm just going to give it all away right now. And at the end of the day, it's my life. If I go for this plan A of becoming a professional footballer and I end up living in the streets and really struggling with money and struggling to live, that's my decision, because I want to chase becoming a professional footballer. If you guys want to be secure in your life and have a paying job which pays $60,000 a year, that's your decision. My decision is, okay, I'll live on what I need to get by. I don't need to buy Yeezys. I don't need to buy the most expensive thing in the world. I don't need a Ferrari. I want enough to live and play football. Other people don't want that. Other people want security in their life, and maybe that's what some of you guys want, but for me, if I only have enough money to just get by and play football, I'm happy. So look, in my life, I try to never tell people what to do. If they're doing something that makes them happy, then so be it. Whether it's their plan A, B, C, or D, I'd leave them to it, because that's what's making them happy. That's their passion. We all have different passions and we all follow them in different ways. So please understand, this is my plan A. This is what I'm going to be doing. I will not be stopping, even when the 365 days ends. Even if we have to go another 365, that ends. Even if we go again and again and again, this will not stop. It's my goal and it's something I'm going for. The second thing I want to touch on is the support from you guys. I read every single one of your comments. I may not reply to all of them. I try my best to, but I do read them. And I feel like some people feel like there's a divide between like these haters and the fans. But in my eyes, there's a lot of constructive criticism in there, which is absolutely awesome. I would say it's almost 99.9% of you want the best for me by leaving these constructive criticism comments. I just don't want everyone to get the vibe that if someone leaves a constructive comment, that it's a hate comment. Like I said, I get the feeling that a lot of you guys want the best for me. I want the best for you as well in whatever you're doing with your life. On top of that, I analyze all my games as well, all of my training sessions, everything. And it's really interesting because we all have different opinions. I saw in yesterday's video, some people were saying, you need to be stronger for your 1v1s. And then I look at it and I go, it's not necessarily strength in my opinion. I think it's more the fact that I need to drop my shoulder, do the skill to beat the guy, because if you really watch it and slow it down, I was watching these frame by frame, I wouldn't fake the defender to go one way. I would just take the ball one way and he would just go that same way and win the ball. So we all have different opinions in everything. That's really interesting because I can learn from you guys, you can learn from me, and I think we all become better players. So that's that. Please don't think the constructive criticism comments are hate comments. I don't see that at all. Like I said, there's only very few hate comments that we get on this channel, which is sick. The community here is awesome. Yeah, I want to say thank you for that. Now, following up from the support in the comments, opinions, I want to talk more about opinions. I've been told throughout my life I'm too small, I'm not good enough. Football is a game of opinions. If you think of your favorite team, I'm sure there's players there who you think shouldn't be there, but that coach thinks they serve a specific purpose. Take a look at this video. This is a clip from Tim Cahill's little journey story, and it talks about someone who had an opinion of him when he was younger, and basically just look at him now.
Trying to get into the youth side of Sydney Olympic, and the coach He turned around and said Tim was too small and not fast enough.
And he will never make it to NSL, to the higher level of soccer here.
I nearly see Tim collapse on the floor. I laughed. That's, oh yeah, all right, go away.
On top of that, you have Michael Jordan, who was told he wasn't good enough, he wasn't tall enough. We all know that story, and only recently, in the Spain squad alone, these players were left out of the squad. Morata, Marcos Alonso, Bellerin, Pedro, Fabregas, Herrera, Mata. That, like, for me, I just can't comprehend that. Even Nainggolan left out of the Belgium squad. I think Nainggolan was the one which caused the most controversy, because you look at someone like Fellaini or someone else, and we all go, Nainggolan's better than Fellaini. But that coach doesn't think that. He thinks that Fellaini might serve a better purpose for the team. So in the comments, this leads back to the plan B sort of thing. I respect every comment I get, but at the end of the day, the opinions of Sheldon, you're not going to make it pro, Sheldon, you're not good enough, Sheldon, you can't make it to this level. The only people that I care who say that are the coach that I'm trialing for that team, myself, and my dad to an extent. Even if my dad says, Sheldon, I don't think you're quite up to this level, I know within myself whether I am or not, and the coach does. So for me, it's, okay, the coach and me. Like I said, I'm not trying to make millions and millions of dollars. I'm trying to make enough money to get by and play football. That may be at a 4th division English club, or a 5th division English club, or a 5th division Spanish club, or a 2nd division Australian club, and then slowly work my way up to the professional ranks. So many times in sport, we hear these stories like the Tim Cahills, like the Michael Jordans, like the Nainggolans and the Fabregases, that they're told they're not good enough, whether it's by their under-14s coach, whether it's by their mum and dad, whether it's by their brother, or even YouTube comments. Don't let that shape your future. You know what's best for you. You know what you can achieve. You know yourself best. So I want to say, when I get a comment that says, Sheldon, you're not up to this level, Sheldon, if you're not killing it here, you're never going to make it pro, I almost disregard that, because that's just an opinion. If that comment then goes on to say, you can work on this, this, and this, then I'll look into that. And don't think I'm rocked by this. I almost just want to let you guys know that there's not much point commenting that in the comments. But you know what? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm not going to tell you, don't tell me this, don't tell me that. We all have our different opinions on different things, and so be it. Now the last point, am I good enough to play at a professional level? I think that question can almost be unanswered for me. I've never played at a professional level. Do I think I'm going to make it in this 365 days? I don't know. I have connections where something might happen in the next 50 days, or those connections might not happen and it might take 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Age doesn't matter to me, and that's one of the things I want to hammer home. I'm 20 years old now. I'm going to be 21 August 22nd of this year. I would say clubs are more likely to take you on if you're a younger player, but at the end of the day, this is how I look at it. If you can help the team at 33 years old, 34 years old, and you can provide something that nobody else can, why would they not take you on? Sure, they might have you for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, before then you have to retire. But if you can provide something that another player can't, it doesn't matter of your age. A lot of people now think they have to be pro when they're 17, 18. No way, you can be pro when you're 25, 30, 33. Again, it goes back to the whole thing. I'm not going to let anyone tell me what I can and can't do, and you guys should be the same. What I will say though is it's going to be very difficult to play at the pro level. I'm confident myself that I will achieve this goal, whether it's in this 365 days or not. Like I said, time isn't an issue for me. I know I have weaknesses, and I point that out in my game videos. My 1v1s right now aren't where I'd like them. A little bit of my shooting as well isn't exactly where I'd like it. And you know what? I guarantee you Ronaldo looks at things in his games and goes, my free kicks aren't good enough. And I tell you what he does, he would go down to the park and practice and practice and practice and practice. But it's important that I identify what I'm weak at, which I do throughout my videos. Now it's about making sure that in my training sessions, in my games, in my individual sessions, duo sessions, group trainings, I try to implement what I'm weak at. There's no point going, okay, I'm poor at 1v1s, and then going to training and not taking 1v1 opportunities. So I understand my weaknesses. That's why I'm seeing a sprint coach. That's why I'm trying to get a session in with Seppa every Friday. That's why I do football sprints. That's why I go to the gym to try and increase my body weight. That's why I eat a lot of calories. You can identify your mistakes, but if you don't act on them, it's worthless. So yeah, little video for you guys there, kind of just explaining what I'm seeing throughout the comments for the last, I don't know, however many days. I feel like there's things I really wanted to touch on. I feel like there's things I've wanted to say for so long, and I thought, you know what, let's make a video, put it all together and be completely honest with you guys. This is my life. This is what I'm going to pursue no matter what. No matter what my dad says, no matter what my close mates say, my coaches say. It's almost like everything is on me. I can't stress enough that this is the passion. This is something I want to follow. I was speaking with someone the other day and their dad is an accountant. And we both looked at each other and go, oh, I just couldn't do that job. But you know what? This guy loves accounting. And apparently when he was 7 years old, he had a goal to be an accountant. I'm sure no matter what anybody else said, he achieved that goal. No matter what I think accounting would be a really, really boring job. But you know what? To him, this is something he wants to follow. And I'm not going to go over and tell him, oi, mate, your job like sucks. No, because that's his passion. That's what makes him happy. I think we all start to think that we have to fit in with society. You must go to uni. You must get a good paying job. You're not allowed to try something different. It's frowned upon. So be it. This is what I think. You get one life. I'm never going to have another shot to become a professional footballer. Once I'm 40, 45, I'd say most players retire when they're about 37, 38. Once I get that age, I'm never, ever, ever going to become a pro footballer, and I probably won't be playing football. So for the next 17 years, this is what I want to do with my life. And that's just that. So I'm going to end it there. I hope you guys got some insight from me. This whole conversation, this whole video has been completely 100% honest. So I'm going to end it there. Hope that gave you some insight about how I'm feeling and just everything. So